The following program is a SUTV student production. The views expressed are not necessarily those of Salisbury University, the University System of Maryland, its regents, administration, officers, employees, or representatives.
Good evening and welcome to SUTV Weekly News for this Wednesday, October 9th, 2013. We begin tonight with what the university has going on for homecoming. On Monday, the week's events began with a pep rally in Mags. Maggie McBain is leading our homecoming coverage and has that story for us tonight.
Students file in the Mags gym for the kickoff to the homecoming week with the pep rally. Homecoming is always an amazing tradition here at SU and everybody's really excited.
This year's homecoming pep rally included many performances from different dance corporations here on campus, as well as performances from POM and Cheer. Cal Mitchell came out and had dance competitions with students. They threw out t-shirt giveaways, as well as a squat competition. Later on, we got an interview with Cal Mitchell about his time here at SU, as well as students and their time at the pep rally.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Salisbury. I enjoyed SU. I liked coming here. I liked all the dance troops, a lot of cool dance troops. Sammy brought the place down. I like hanging out with people that watch the show. You know, I don't even like calling them my fans. I call them my family.
Kel is my fan. I'm a big fan of Kel, actually. And I've been watching all his shows since I was little. I got to break dance in front of the whole school. It's cool. Had fun.
Hey, Kel's the man. What do you mean when I think of Kel?
I love how he was just going around in circles, just singing all these random songs. And then when they played the Nickelodeon theme song, that was the best part.
That concludes this year's homecoming pep rally for 2013. As you can see, Cal Mitchell's behind me signing autographs and getting pictures with some fans. There'll be plenty more events this week for homecoming. We'll keep you updated. This is Maggie McBain with SUTV News.
And it's during this week that it's especially okay for men to wear pink. From the NFL to the Wacomico County Government Office Building, women and men alike can be seen sporting pink threads in an effort to promote breast cancer awareness. Forever a topic on the minds of Americans, particularly those personally affected by the disease, October is a month in which the entire nation takes steps to try to raise awareness about breast cancer. With many events going on around campus and throughout the city, Brooke Reese tells us about what students are doing at SU and how you can get involved.
This week is Breast Week Ever in support of National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so we're out here at Red Square every day, 11 to 2, trying to inform the campus about information about breast cancer.
I feel like so many people are touched by breast cancer, and it's just important to everyone. My aunt had breast cancer and she's still fighting it now, and just spreading the information and making sure people know how to prevent it and know the facts about it is just really important.
I do breast cancer because my mom was diagnosed in 2003 and she actually passed away in 2012, so I do it for her.
And now Brooke joins us on set to talk about some of the other events coming up for breast cancer awareness at SU. So Brooke, tell us about some of the other events that are going on for Breast Awareness Week.
Well, tomorrow on Thursday, there's 2 more days of the event, and tomorrow they're having, for $10, About Faces is going to come on campus, and they're going to be in Red Square, so you can buy pink hair extensions and feathers to put in your hair for support. They also have a bra pong and their booby bake sale. And also on Friday, they have a mommy mammy call, and that's just calling like loved ones, females, to remind them of getting their yearly mammograms.
All right, well, thank you for covering this very important topic for us at SU today.
Thank you.
All right. And we sat down with SU student Emma Beebe to talk about what she's doing to raise awareness about breast cancer and why the issue is so important to her.
3 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. She's doing really well now. It was a long series of surgeries after surgeries after surgery. October 20th, there's a walk-run. It's open to campus, it's open to the community, it's open to parents. It falls on Parents Weekend, which hopefully we have a couple parents join. I'm hoping my mom is going to come down for the day, so she'll be here. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a 5K around campus, and we're going to end at University Orchard. We have a Facebook page. It's called Squawk for a Cause. Is Squawk, obviously the seagulls, SQUAWK. I've seen all kinds of weird spellings for it, so it sounds simple, but so we have our Facebook page. We also have an email. It's squawk, the number 4, a cause @gmail.com. Or, I mean, you can even just email me, or if you see me on campus, my name is Emma Beebe. You can look me up in the email system. And lastly, there's a sign-up sheet at University Orchard. So for residents of Orchard, or just anybody in the community, you can just pop in there and sign up on the sign-in sheet at the front desk. Okay. 100% of the money is going to SOS. It's a division of Frederick Memorial Hospital. SOS stands for Survivors Offering Support. They are the ones that really helped my mom a ton through her treatments. Just mentors, which she's now a mentor there, so she's giving back as well. They help out if a family needs transportation to their chemo, or if they need meals prepared, like whatever they need, they help. But it's a really small organization, and so literally every cent makes the world of a difference to them.
And as the weekend approached, students could see cars upon cars with bike racks attached. This is because bikers from across the country traveled to Salisbury over the weekend to participate in the annual Seagull Century Ride. Aaron Cahill reports tonight on the ride and its impact on the school and the city.
Over 7,000 bikers from over 35 states gathered at Salisbury University to participate in the 25th anniversary of Seagull Century, including the youngest rider, Anna Strubb.
She started riding beginning of the summer and did up to 30 miles at a time, but today was her first time she went over 30.
But how does it feel to be the youngest one in the race?
Kind of strange because I'm the only one.
While they all began and end in the same spot, bikers choose among 3 tours throughout the lower shore. The most popular 100-mile Assateague Century, the 100-mile Snow Hill Century, or the 64-mile Princess Anne Metric.
I've done this ride before and I love it.
Oh, really?
It's pretty flat. As long as it's not too windy, it's a really beautiful ride, and it's very well organized.
Yeah. I also did it last year, so I wanted to do it again. And my friends were doing it, so I joined along.
As the largest single tourism event in all of Wicomico County, the annual economic impact is estimated at $2.5 million. Amy Waters talks about the profits and organizations involved in it.
60% of our proceeds will go back to Salisbury University. So we have scholarships, we have faculty grants. The remaining goes out to the local community. We have local schools, we have the Salisbury Zoo, many civic groups, and our EMS groups we actually award funds to.
Well, today I was raising money for women, supporting women for a friend. I'm supporting my friend that has breast cancer. She had a first occurrence and then she developed again.
Supporting women, we're here entering with the Seagull Century as a team. It is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, and that's why the Seagull Century is so important for us to be a part of, because we raise so much money that support our programs here on the shore.
Seagull Century has grown from 68 riders to working with organizations to help thousands of people worldwide.
This is Erin Cahill reporting for SUTV News at the finish line of Seagull Century.
And we'll be back with weather after this brief commercial break.
It's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
And now Travis Bush is here to give us a look at what the weather has in store for us in the coming days.
All right, thanks, Eli. As you guys can tell just by looking outside, it's been raining pretty much all day, and as you can tell by the radar, it pretty much will continue to do so for the next few days. Today, we saw cool conditions with cloudy skies. Rain started in late morning, and like I said earlier, it'll be with us for the remainder of the week, into the weekend. Highs were in the upper 60s as cloud cover made it difficult for the temperatures to rise above 70. The low pressure system of what remains of Tropical Storm Karen will stall off the coast of Delmarva as a cold front that we saw push through the area Monday becomes stationary. You can expect heavy rain, and the strong northeast winds will push the more seasonal temperatures and moisture from the system onshore. The system will finally leave the area as the weekend comes to an end. So for your next 36 hours, you can expect rain and a lot of it. Tonight, a low of 59 degrees with rain heavy at times. Tomorrow, the rain chances remain, as highs will only reach the mid-60s. And tomorrow night, we'll see the rain lighten up a bit, with lows reaching the mid-50s. Now for your 7-day forecast. I hope everyone enjoyed the summer-like weather we had last week, because, well, we won't be seeing that anytime soon. The chance of rain will stay with us all the way through the week, all the way through the homecoming weekend, with highs struggling to reach low 70s and lows dropping to the mid-50s. Expect the sunny skies to make a comeback for your Monday, perfect way to start off the week, with temperatures remaining seasonal, highs reaching the low 70s and lows dropping to the mid-50s. Tuesday and Wednesday, you can also expect to see clear and sunny skies with the temperatures remaining seasonal. That's all for your weather. Now back to you, Eli.
And Republicans and Democrats in the House have still been unable to agree on a bill that would fund the government. Earlier today, the Pentagon did strike a deal to ensure that families of fallen soldiers would receive benefits promised before the shutdown. This after 16 families did not receive the $100,000 payout. However, many programs are still stalled and federal employees furloughed. Stephen Graves talked to one local business owner about what he's doing to try to keep himself and others afloat until a compromise is reached.
A 20% discount for all takeout orders until the government reopens. Help people that are being affected, which I believe is everybody, is going to be affected by government shutdown, losing hundreds of millions of dollars a day. So, I think that, you get together with your friends, family, and sit down and eat and enjoy. You forget about all the other stuff that goes on. So that's my belief. So.
Now we go to Jamie Potter with a summary of some of the lead stories in this week's issue of the student newspaper.
This is Jamie Potter with this week's edition of This Week in the Flyer. In this week's edition, Jordan Palavan writes about the largest single-day tourism event held in Wicomico County in his article titled 25th Annual Seagull Century. Over the weekend, cyclists rode throughout the Eastern Shore on one of 3 courses. Palavan talks about how riders come from all over the country and sometimes beyond for the ride. One rider biked over 200 miles to get to the start. 7-year-old Anna Strubb was the youngest rider, biking a total of 62 miles with her parents. Palavan cites the Ride magazine as calling Seagull Century one of the prettiest rides in America. The Purdue School estimates that the ride brings the city $2.5 million every year. In the article titled Gubernatorial Candidate Campaigns at SU, writer Justin McClure reports on Attorney General and Gubernatorial Doug Gansler's visit to the university. He spoke to students last Monday concerning the state's economy, education, and safety programs, writes McClure. He quotes Gansler saying how we have the #1 school system in the country, but the second worst achievement gap. He also quotes Gansler saying how our state is ranked #10 in violence and #4 in homicide cases. McClure's article talks about what Gansler hopes to do to improve these situations, as well as what SU students would like a new governor to attend to. McClure highlights some of Gansler's goals, including raising the minimum wage, bringing in more life science careers to benefit environmental concerns, giving high schools more career-oriented opportunities, and extending pre-K from a half-day to a full day. In the editorial titled Our View, Salisbury University should allow drinking at tailgating events, the reasons for banning of alcohol are argued. The piece says that homecoming feels a little like high school, which is one of the reasons it is so hard to get people to participate. The writers feel homecoming week is being hijacked by the buzz-killing prohibitionists encroaching on our 21st Amendment rights. The article notes that the University of Maryland, Towson University, and Johns Hopkins University allows students of legal age to have alcoholic beverages while tailgating. The writers believe it is an issue with trust based on events that have occurred at War on the Shore. The writers use Oktoberfest as an example of how drinking at school events can go smoothly. On school property, the risk of students and angry Salisburyans mingling is eliminated. The writer adds, the editorial is closed by saying how by allowing alcoholic beverages, homecoming and other sporting events could become fun and social occasions again.
And various University of Maryland schools have been in the news. The University of Maryland College Park and Towson University found themselves on the Princeton Review's list of ugliest campuses. The magazine said that they achieved this status because of their dull campuses. UMES found themselves in the news as they are considering proposals to privatize the school's dining services. The move would cost 80 current university employees their jobs and would leave SU and College Park as the sole schools in the system with in-house food service staff. Now we go to Shannon Wiley, who keeps us up to date on what other schools in the system are doing for homecoming.
I'm Shannon Wiley with this week's edition of Campus Connection. It's time for homecoming, and University of Maryland campuses are doing a variety of things for this week's festivities. In an effort to attract more students and alumni, the University of Maryland, breaking from its homecoming tradition of 90 years, will be holding a purity party and pep rally instead of the usual homecoming parade. The party and pep rally will include games, a beer garden, food, and performances lasting from 3 until 10 on October 25th. The homecoming committee felt the need for change for homecoming events because the traditional parade was becoming less and less popular among students, says Danielle Nevo. The main goal of the change is to increase interactions among students, alumni, families, and faculty. Towson University kicked off their homecoming with a concert setup that had students running to get tickets. 21 Pilots and AWOL Nation performed for about 1,600 people on Towson's campus. Students and friends of students began lining up for performances 4 hours before it was supposed to begin. Campus Activities Board Director Chad Nasworth says AWOL Nation was chosen because of their poppy and electronic sounds. Junior Hunt Paulson says that this is the first tour AWOL Nation is doing, and that makes it that much more memorable. And at Loyola University, Andy Grammer will be headlining their fall concert this year. Student Government Association Vice President Claire Cummings says the concert, like past years, will be an experiment with a different genre. By hosting different genres, SGA hopes to attract and satisfy a different audience. Reviews of Grammer's work highlighted his energy and ability to cover other artists' songs, and therefore will allow the show to be that much more interactive, says Cummings. Tickets will be available for Loyola students at $15 and $22 for non-students. This is Shannon Wiley with this week's edition of Campus Connection. Tune in next week for another edition.
Murphy with this week's sports update.
The Salisbury University football team earned a 34-0 win Saturday afternoon at Utica College, the first shutout in 2 years. The Salisbury defense stole the show, pitching its first shutout since 2011 and the program's 7th shutout in the past 16 seasons. Junior quarterback Joey Jones paced the offense, rushing for 59 yards and a score, and passing for 2 more touchdowns, while sophomore Jerome Johnson rushed for 139 yards. Salisbury's 364 rushing yards were the team's most this season by more than 100 yards, as the team's record improves to 2-2. The Seagulls return home on Saturday, October 12th for homecoming, when they take on Buffalo State College at the Seagull Stadium. The Salisbury University men's soccer team gained its 8th shutout victory of the season in Saturday afternoon's 3-0 victory over conference competitor Penn State University Harrisburg. Offense was no issue for the 9-2 Seagulls, as they totaled 25 shots in the match. Stephen Poorman, Chris Kittleberger, and Matt Green found the back of the net to seal the match for a victory. The men travel to the University of Mary Washington tonight for a conference clash with the Eagles. And the Salisbury University women's soccer team earned its first Capital Athletic Conference win of the season on Saturday over the University of Mary Washington with a final score of 1-0. Sophomore Logan O'Meara scored the SU goal, putting the Gulls ahead in the 66th minute of the contest. And the number 7 Salisbury University field hockey team earned a 3-0 shutout win against Rowan University Wednesday night at Seagull Stadium. The 7-2 Seagulls got a pair of goals from sophomore Courtney Jansen and a goal from senior Katie Hastings. A strong defensive effort, led by sophomore Amanda Cooper, helped the Gulls secure the win. Junior Rachel Kluwer made 3 saves in the goal to earn her 2nd solo shutout of the year. Salisbury will be back for a week before entertaining York College tonight at Seagull Stadium. That's all for the SU Sports Update. This is Kat Murphy for SUTV News.
And now Taylor Rogers reports on the Senator event that was thrown earlier in the week for homecoming.
Last night's Senator Game Night brought out all of Salisbury University's game fanatics. We spoke with SGA to give us the rundown of the event.
What we're going to do is we're going to be playing various different mock game shows, and we actually brought in a professional game show company to put on the shows for us.
If you're just showing up, you're going to automatically get 1 ticket. If you show up with a hero shirt on, you get 2 tickets, and if you show up in a full-blown hero costume, you get 3 tickets. Okay, so we have various prizes. We have everything from homecoming shirts to different shirts to foam fingers to Maryland socks and a couple other things from the bookstore, so it should be fun.
I kind of got gypped. He acted like he was out of tissues in the box. He wasn't really out of tissues in the box, so I stopped thinking he won already. I could have kept going, could have won it. A little disappointed, but it was a lot of fun.
My friends are senators, so they convinced me to come out. They said it would be a good thing, so it's a lot of fun. It's a great experience.
This is Taylor Rogers reporting for SUTV News.
Today, the rain forced the Big Six cookout to the Wacomico room for the event that students were able to join in as a part of the homecoming activities.
So we did this homecoming cookout. We did one last year. It was the first time, and we had a really good turnout, so we got more food this year in hopes that we would serve more students. And I think free food always brings out people, so we did it for that reason. But it's just kind of fun. Like, cookouts are just fun during homecoming week. It's like a fun thing to do. It's a fall thing. So, and we were really excited. We had an awesome turnout despite the rain, despite it being inside. So we had our fingers crossed, and we got our wishes granted.
As I walked by, it looked like a lot of fun, and decided to come in and check it out, support SGA, the whole Salisbury homecoming thing.
It's just really fun to get involved with the school and everything. And who doesn't want to dress up in a sumo wrestler contest?
And for all those looking for something fun and free to do on campus, Jenna Payne tells SUTV about what SOAP has going on.
Well, tonight we're having a showing of Despicable Me 2. It's at 9, and it's being shown in Double Bis 123. It's a really cute movie, so you all should come out for that. On Friday night, we're having a showing of The Conjuring. It's also in Double Bis 123 at 9 p.m., and it's really scary, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And then on Saturday afternoon from 11 to 3, we're having a huge block party for homecoming. There'll be games, inflatables, food, all that kinds of stuff. It's going to be a really great time, and I'm excited for that. And then our last event for the week is on Sunday. We're showing another showing of Despicable Me 2 at 1 p.m. in Double Bis 123. So I hope you all come out and have fun with us. Thanks.
Tonight, Matthew Bennett talks about one group of people who surely need their programs continued through the government shutdown.
Staff Sergeant Robert Clayton says he knows exactly what caused his post-traumatic stress disorder, the loss of a buddy.
One of my good friends was a medic, and he was in the vehicle in front of us. They got hit with an IED, which is an improvised explosive device.
According to the Defense Medical Surveillance System, thousands of soldiers return home each year with mental instability, which is sometimes diagnosed as post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Some have received help, but many, like Clayton, still have yet to be diagnosed.
I went to a VA clinic there in Hagerstown, Maryland, and that's where I talked to my counselor for the first and only time.
Tasha Thomas, a senior counselor at Salisbury University's Student Counseling Center, says seeking professional help through therapy can be very helpful for troubled soldiers.
Counseling is very healthy, and there's nothing wrong with speaking to someone about concerns that you might be experiencing.
Thomas says soldiers often must fight a military culture that discourages admitting weakness. Major John Black, a veteran of Afghanistan, says for him, overcoming that stigma wasn't easy.
Even though the military preaches that mental health is there, those of us who have been around a long time, it's a pride thing. You just don't want to tell people that you have these problems.
But mental health professionals say changing that culture is key. For help, local veterans can visit Veterans Affairs clinics in nearby Cambridge or Pocomoke. In Salisbury, I am Matthew Bennett reporting.
And earlier today, the White House confirmed that the president will nominate Janet Yellen as the next chair of the Federal Reserve. If confirmed, the current vice chair will become the first woman to chair the very powerful body. The current chair, Ben Bernanke, is widely credited with setting policies that helped to bring the nation out of the worst economic situation since the Great Depression. This will surely go down as a day in history. We thank you for joining us for SUTV News this week. Please follow us on Twitter at SUTV1 and check out our YouTube channel. For all of us at SUTV News, this is Eli Moblin. Good night.